Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Gordon Deal, Jamesburg. Assistant boys soccer coach at Monroe High School. I'm not a teacher. I'm here tonight to discuss the recommendation to change the present job description of supervisor of athletics to director. The public perception, as you probably know, is that it appears to be an effort to push Sean Dowling out the door. He's the most forward-thinking, dedicated, enthusiastic supervisor of athletics that Monroe has had. And I go back to the Hugh Walsh days as an athlete in this area and as a coach. It's my understanding that if the title changes, the director position will then require certification that our current supervisor does not have. Some say it's a backhanded way of firing him. I know you're going to tell us that Monroe is growing. We need to upgrade the position. The resolution, at least as I've read it, doesn't say how this change will upgrade things. Similar schools in size to ours, like East Brunswick, North Brunswick, Freehold, Marlborough, all list supervisor of athletics on their websites. They seem to be fine. Facebook comments, whether you trust them or not, suggest the job description change is payback for a football coaching decision. Probably not provable. Facebook comments suggest Mr. Dowling's Super Saturday effort to showcase the high school to the community caused a turf war involving the Booster Club, that this is payback. Again, probably not provable. If this job description change forces him from his position, you should know that would be a loss for our student athletes at Monroe Township High School. Sean Dowling makes efforts that others do not. The first time I met him, he was at a boys' lacrosse game. Then while supervising on the sideline, here he is repairing a lacrosse stick with a screwdriver. Later that year in the fall, my freshman boys' soccer team was wrapping up the season when I was told that there would be no freshman GMC tournament. Mr. Dowling put a round robin together in 6 days. The coaches were wildly appreciative, knowing their own ADs or supervisors would not have made that effort. Sean Dowling is a doer. He oversaw the change of the dance team from a club to a varsity sport. He asked that they perform on the sidelines of football games for the first time. He even convinced the stadium announcer for the New York Giants to be the voice of Monroe football. Sean Dowling is a doer. He also upgraded our signing day. Instead of just highlighting Division I student athletes, Mr. Dowling hosts a signing day for every level of student athlete. Again, Sean Dowling is a doer. He also agreed to host the semifinals and finals of the Greater Middlesex Conference basketball tournaments. Most ADs want nothing to do with that. He uses it as an opportunity to showcase Monroe High School because Sean Dowling is a doer. He's in the New Jersey Lacrosse Hall of Fame. He was the 2019 Athletic Director of the Year in New Jersey. Doesn't even have the certification. He coaches players. He knows how to coach the coaches. He shares decades of real-world experience. A change in job description may require a new level of certification, but it does not guarantee you're improving the position. You know that, but perhaps you're going to change the rules anyway. So I'll close with this. If there are petty politics at work or just an oversight here, I ask the board to consider maybe change the job description language. If not, maybe grandfather in Mr. Dowling, save the new requirements for the next hire. He enjoys enormous support among parents and students. In the real world, watching my time, smart managers do what they can to keep their best people on behalf of the customer. In academia, I like to think smart managers keep their best people, like Sean Dowling, to do what's best for the customer, like children and parents. Anyone who knows anything about sports knows he does everything an AD does and more because he's a doer. So let's not Pete Pirro, another devoted Monroe employee. I would like to think you'd be proud of such an excellent hire in Mr. Dowling. I thank you for your time.